Well, this is like the video that we don't want to start making because it means we're leaving Colorado.
Also means my van's gonna get done.
That's true. That does mean we're going back to get Christina's van built, so that's pretty good. And the Slacker bus. Don't forget about the Slacker bus. But at this point, yeah, we're gonna start heading east, heading back to New York. Today, Garden of the Gods, our last spot, our last stop on the trip, and then whoosh, right across the country, all the way back to New York. First things on the list though, I'm not starting this whole video and I'm not starting this trip back without breakfast, so I wanna get some food.
All right, let's make food.
This video is brought to you by Jackery. Stay tuned later in the video to find out how you can win your own 1000 solar generator. This is definitely the way, if you're gonna drive across the country and know that you are heading home, you gotta start it with a good breakfast. Breakfast, breakfast, breakfast.
You said a minute ago, it's kind of a sad day because this is our last official day in Colorado, unless, like the rest of this trip, something dramatic happens in the next.
Why would you even bring that up?
Because somebody's got to. Your supervisor always needs to point the obvious out to the crew. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then. You know, there are all kinds of sayings. We're not anticipating any problems. We're going to go have some breakfast here. Then we're going to go to the Gardens of the Gods, walk around for a couple hours, however long we decide. And like you said, then it's off to the races.
So Christina,
Yes.
I got the bus all packed up and it's all started. It's a sad question, but are you ready to go to the final thing on your bucket list for this trip?
I'm ready, but it's not like it's sad because we're just going back home and we're just building out the van. So I mean, there's pros and cons to everything. I'm excited.
And we're excited to build out your van.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not like I'm like, this is fun. I'm not sad. I think that'd be selfish of me to be sad after a good trip and then more good times to come. Summer's not over yet.
We just got the Garden of the Gods. Everyone made it here safely. The van did great, bus did great. Parked over in the overflow parking area, and last time I was here, it was not nearly this crowded, so it was a lot easier for us to get around and we just walked right into the park. I think we're gonna go find the trolley at the visitor center and go walk around the visitor center because I know Christina and Dale haven't been here before. So it's always fun to go to the visitor center and just get some information about the place before you go walk through it. So we'll head up there real quick, go check that out, and then hopefully figure out how we can get into the park. Yeah, we're gonna go explore Garden of the Gods. All right, Christina, you can see where we're headed now, right there. What do you think?
It's a lot bigger than I thought it was. Looking down on Pikes Peak, it was really small. I don't have much to say about it yet. Like, it just looks like rocks. Like, it looks cool. It just look like, I don't know. I don't have much to say about it just yet.
All right, we'll check in a little later.
Yeah, after.
As Christina was just saying, up on top of Pikes Peak, which is right back in that area, you can see Garden of the Gods. We went up to Pikes Peak 2 days ago. I filmed a Patreon video, and that's posted up on Patreon. So if any of you guys are interested and want to see our adventure up to the top of Pikes Peak, you can go check out our Patreon page and go see that video.
I think at this point,
There's Colorado Springs. But I'm thinking we go up to the visitor center, look around, find the trolley, get in there, walk around, and sweat until we can't sweat anymore, and then head east. Because I hear from all my friends back in the Adirondacks and my sister that it's like 62 there is the high. I think, you know, I love Colorado. It's got a special place in my heart. I've got a lot of friends who live here, but I'm really thinking 90 versus 62. I want that 62. just left the visitor center and we're walking up the path towards the Garden of the Gods where we can hike around a good bit. One thing that we were all just talking about is how Christina, myself, and Dale, one thing that we all really love and appreciate on these trips is going to visit the visitor centers, the museums, and all just like the curated stuff that they put together at these parks. Before I lived in a bus, I was actually an anthropologist. So visiting these types of locations, learning about, you know, the previous inhabitants of the area, the cultures, just the geology, just everything just absolutely fascinates me. And I really love that everyone else here also loves that, because we just spent some good amount of time reading every single word in the visitor center, and I was smiling the whole way. You said you didn't have any thoughts before. Now you've got your first look.
At first it was kind of like, yeah, like whatever from the parking lot. But it's getting cooler and cooler as we, you know, get closer and walk closer to it. It's getting cooler and cooler. And it's actually pretty dang big.
Yeah, right?
So I'm just excited to see more of it when we get closer.
Dale?
What? I finally caught up. It's hot. But this is some of the most beautiful territory you'll ever see. And if you look in front of us, it's all a paved sidewalk.
What?
So if you have, you know, some trepidations about a hike, if you hear this is, even an old fat man can make this one, or at least part of it. Check back with me in 10 minutes, Mike.
Okay. Around the backside of the park, and I have to say, I was just talking with Dale and Christina that this is, in my opinion, the most impressive part of the park, which is the part, I guess, I don't know what direction, the farthest away from Colorado Springs, because you actually get to see the mountains and the valley peaks. Because like if we walk around this corner right here, you can kind of see that we're at the kind of perfect angle where you see all the sides, or not even the sides, I don't know what you'd call it, Dale. Like you see,
faces,
you see the faces of the rocks. So you really get to see how dramatic and impressive, but also how skinny they are. I mean,
yeah,
they just shoot out of the ground, out of nowhere.
I think, you know what, the thing that impresses me the most?
What?
Is that on this actual hike, I think I'm the one doing the best. Because I'm used to the Florida heat. It's hot, but it ain't nearly as wet as Florida is.
Yeah, no, like I said, it's 62. Gina and Rachel called me, and they said it's 62 in the Adirondacks, and it's definitely in the 90s here. Wow. I want to go back up to altitude. Let's go back up to 14,000 feet.
Can we stay another week? Can we stay another week?
Technically, we could stay 4. I mean, Ivan's transmission doesn't come in for 4. We're just choosing to go home and coming back. We can do whatever we want.
At least one of us is a full-grown man.
The only place that you can escape from the sun is going into the rock. How far can I go? It's actually really nice in here. Oh, this is such a nice reprieve from the heat.
Give me your phone.
There you go.
What was that?
It's so nice and cool. Can we just stay in here? Teleport me back to New York.
I think Michael's right. This is just like... I think V-Mark was saying is I think we're still recovering from the sand dunes, so we're just like...
Exhausted.
In the heat, it's just like...
That was intense. And the craziest thing is, it keeps going up once you get over this ridge. You can just keep going. I can't even see Christina. She's down at the bottom somewhere.
It's like a cold breeze coming.
Oh yeah.
It's like AC? You got AC in here?
Time to head back to the car because we're running out of water.
You know what that also means?
It's time to head east.
Time to head east.
Better get this up too. You don't see it very often.
Dale's running. Dale, you running?
Hey, it's downhill.
It's downhill.
Start rolling here in a minute. Get out of the way.
It's officially time to head back to the bus and the van. You know what that means, Dale? I was just telling Christina.
We ain't gonna be in Colorado anymore.
Nope, means it's time to head east, heading back to New York, and we'll get started working on these rigs over here. We still gotta figure out where we're gonna be sleeping tonight. Don't have an answer to that one. Guess what?
What?
The party's over.
It's time to turn on the van and drive back to Jersey. License plate. As many of you know, this trip's been sponsored by Jackery, and this being the last video of our Colorado trip, I teamed up with them to give away one of their solar generators, specifically their 1000 model and 2 of their Saga solar panels. Now this model right here is the 1500 that we've been using on this trip, but if you're interested in submitting your, if you're enter to win. If you're interested in entering in this giveaway, make sure you check out the link down below in the description, and you can head over to my website where you can submit your entry. So if you're in the US or Canada and over the age of 18, you are more than welcome to submit into the giveaway and win yourself a Jackery 1000 and 2 Saga solar panels. Just make sure you read the terms and conditions down below the entry to make sure that you qualify. So make sure you check out the next video to find out if you won the solar generator, but at this point, it's time to head east. Okay, Christina.
Alright, so we're leaving Garden of the Gods. It was pretty cool to see and nice to walk around. Now we are heading
home.
Well, yes, but I was gonna say
we
east.
are home in the van, but we're heading to the Adirondacks.
I was gonna say east.
Oh, east. Okay, fine. Yeah. So the plan at this point, I was just talking to Dale. He's still in his bus. You can't see his bus, but he's back there. We chose a rest area about 4 hours down the highway. So we're gonna make that as our first checkpoint. We're gonna stop there, see what time it is, see how the day went, and decide if we're gonna keep going tonight a little bit further or we're just gonna stop there. We like to, when we're traveling in groups, kind of make some plans that we're willing to push or willing to kind of change, but we have our checkpoints so we can at least make sure that we're moving along and everyone's good, everyone's taken care of, no one needs gas or go to the bathroom. So we're gonna be heading to that rest area and we'll see how far we get. We're back to rest area camping. No more boondocking, no more off-grid. Well, we're still off-grid, but no more backcountry mountaintop campsites. So I hope you enjoyed all the ones we went to and are looking forward to the next time we get to go on a trip.
I mean, like Rachel said, we're heading to the Adirondacks. It's not.
Yeah, it's not that bad. We're heading to the Adirondacks. We could definitely go camping in the Adirondacks. So, all right, we're gonna hit the highway. I'm so sorry.
I'll just turn around.
Yeah, turn around.
We can redo it.
Turn around. Get the miles off the odometer.
That's what I'll do.
Put it in reverse, Christina. Put it in reverse.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, that works. I saw it on Ferris Bueller's Day Off one time. It's not that sad. It's not like it's an old man yet. Think of it as like years. It's like 8 years old. Every 10,000 miles is a year.
It's like dog years. But this is van years.
Van years. 10,000 miles equals 1 year. Christina, we just left Colorado. Oh my gosh, what are we gonna do?
Have to come back.
You wanna turn around?
Yeah, I think I see a little turnaround up there.
Okay,
Alright.
turn around real quick.
Alright, let's do it. Okay, we are officially out of Colorado and we are in Central Time Zone. It honestly doesn't seem real yet. I thought when we would reach the Kansas limit, not Kansas limit. When we reach the Kansas border, I thought we'd be like, oh, we're heading back east. But nope, not yet. I think maybe when we pull in the driveway, I don't know, but as of right now, it doesn't feel like we have left Colorado. Hopefully by the time we reach New Jersey / New York, it will feel like the trip's over. Either way, don't really have much of a choice. The trip is over. So I think there was a point in this trip where the gas prices for unleaded were $4.70 something. And I know I'm not in Colorado anymore. And I'm so excited because the gas prices is $2.94. Like, oh my gosh. Michael.
Boom! We just found our spot for the night. It's an hour and 35 minutes away. We'll get there at 10:30 Central Time. I think that's where we're gonna go, to rest area.
That's great and everything.
Yeah, what happened? Why are you saying that like that? Oh no, what happened?
$2.94, Michael.
$4 and it's $2.94 here?
Yeah.
Wow!
It's just gonna get lower the farther we drive.
So as I was saying, we're heading to a rest area. When I'm driving across the country, I usually go through my favorite options for stopping on the side of the road when you're just trying to get somewhere. You can always stop at campgrounds, KOAs, you know, things of that nature. There probably are some forms of state parks and things along the highway that we could stop at. But when I'm going from point A to point B, especially driving across the country, my top favorites are stopping at rest areas. They're quick, they're on the highway, there's usually spots available. Walmarts, if there's any off the highway that allow for overnight parking, they're usually very accessible to the highway, which can just help you not waste time by going miles off the highway. And then the last, which I actually just learned about a year and a half ago, are Cracker Barrels. They have RV parking in the back lots. I'm pretty sure at almost all of the Cracker Barrels, or at least all the ones that I've tried to stay at. And those are usually very quiet. And plus, I mean, if you're hungry and you just can't find any food, you can park, eat, and sleep. So those are my three kind of good options when I'm just trying to shoot across the country. And as I said, tonight, we're gonna be staying in a rest area in Kansas. We woke up at the rest area and it's kind of sad, but this is the point where Christina and I are gonna break off from Dale. Christina and I are gonna be heading down towards Philadelphia. We gotta drop some stuff off for Justin and some of my family members, and then Dale is going to be heading straight to the Adirondacks. So now that we're kind of far enough east, it's time for us to break, and we won't see Dale until we get back to the Adirondacks, most likely tomorrow. So I hope you make it.
I'm a full grown man. I will make it. If something happens, I'll just let you know. Other than that, don't call me. All right?
All right, we'll see you. If Dale doesn't show up by tomorrow, then we know that something went wrong.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling like we're almost there.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you to take a shower?
Take a shower? I'm pretty excited to take a shower. I think I'm at this point. It's like, it's been a good trip. We've had a lot of fun. We've been driving for a long time. I'm ready to get back home. But I kind of feel sad that we don't have either. I'll be honest. It's kind of like I'm going home, but like it's not going to be in the driveway. I know we get to work on your van, but like... I wanna be in the Adirondacks because East Coast traffic. This is why I left Jersey.
Hey Mike, I know we're almost home, but maybe we should just go back to Colorado.
At this point, yeah, I mean, Colorado or the Adirondacks, or just the woods. I just want to go back to the woods. I've seen more cars in the last 5 minutes than I feel like we saw in the entire trip. That's totally a hyperbole and an exaggeration, but... Welcome back to traffic with Mike. The traffic report today is, I want to pull over and make breakfast because we live in a van.
But there's nowhere to pull over.
Yep.
Me and Michael were just joking around how out west, if you saw a van, there's a good chance someone was living in it.
Yep.
But if you see a van out here, Mike,
It's most likely someone who's like moving, or a painting company, or like...
someone going to work.
Yeah. It's very funny. There's tons of vans, but it's just sad because they're all missing their Max fans.
Out west, you pass a van and people are like, good chance, gonna wave to you.
Yeah. Some vans get the life of adventure, and some vans get left to the commercial world, and we just hope that those vans get the same opportunity as all the other vans, and in their retirement, they get to go travel the country. You know, like I think everyone in their retirement. It's like the vans who come out of the factory and that someone buys and converts. It's like the young people who are like doing it when they're young. You know, like they're adventuring when they're young. They have low miles. And then you got the vans who go through a full commercial life. You know, and they're beat up a little bit.
Different
and
paint jobs.
Yeah, they get paint jobs. They worked hard.
Yeah.
And then now they're retired and they're on the used market and they get bought. And then someone repurposes them, and that's like their retirement. Yeah, so what we're really doing in Jersey is we're just trying to encourage these vans to retire early.
Exactly. So if you have a work van,
you should retire it. You should retire it. Give it the opportunity to travel.
Give it a good life.
Or you should just start traveling and just never go back to the office. And your boss is gonna wonder where the van went, and you're just gonna not answer.
Like, may or may not live in it now, boss.
Yeah. I may or may not now live in your van that you let me use for the painting company, but hey, I'm in Colorado.
Thank you.
Christina?
Mike?
It's almost time for me and you to break, because you're not gonna come up north for a few days with the van, so I'm gonna be dropping you off at Mom and Dad's house. I'll take your car up, and then you come up with the van once all your supplies come in from Amazon and all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
And then guess what?
What? Van bills?
Van bills.
Thanks for the past 5 weeks. Been pretty epic.
Just get ready for the next 5 weeks of...
Yeah! Oh. Hey!
Hello. Look what I'm making. Belgian waffles. Just as you requested.
Hi!
All right, we made it to my parents' house. All the stuff's out of the van, that's mine, that we took out of Ivan. I put it in Christina's car, so I'm gonna bring her car up so she has it when she's up there. And she's gonna pack this guy with all of the wool insulation she got, a bunch of the tools, the Max fan, things from Amazon. And then Christina, we'll be seeing her
Fridays.
Yeah, I think she's coming up this week, so yeah, we'll see her in the next one. But we're gonna be building out this van, so now that we're back from Colorado, this van and the Slacker bus are gonna be the big projects coming up until Ivan returns. I'm gonna hop in this little car. It's the first time I drove a car in a long. I feel like I'm gonna be driving like a little like F1 car, like a speed racer or something. Like, but yeah, either way, we'll be seeing Christina up north. But right now, I want to get back up there and go see Gina, and Dale's probably there already, and Rachel. So.
That's my roommate.
Yeah, right. Your new roommate.
Bye.